We are ready pa and run ye prepare your party agents no ye train no any your party leaders number ye monitor no Emma NDC 2nd September no anyone ye na let me wo no na ye train no ye train no na people mo gina akra ko na ye press conference ye train tax o say o mo nye serious kwa MPP na no kwa ye meet IGP no ye kan so mo ko train no nipa because they don't train their people omo ba police station no me ye dede omo cause confusion because omo nim election assembly yeah the NDC investi yes kapana ko training.
Rashid, I want to get clarity here. Say ukachi omo say MPP for say omo ko training omo nipa SOMPA ye nipa womo eba bebo omo ho ban ana say nipa ben sa na omo ko training wa bra mo so mo training mo nipa no
say election assembly who say ube train party agents and yes sir and then on gina polling stations no protecting interest ube start train party officers because no mo monitoring and this observers no your firm monitors and observers this is one train no more understanding election assembly who say mo train how I come see you no cause confusion ho Methodist police station no because one of these questions which are basic to elections. No, so beside questions where they are, they create confusion as some other.
Okay.
So say, you know, I can't almost say, so that on Tuesday there, so senior officers, mobile police station, or many questions being on the asked. You know which question to ask and which question not to ask, so that we can have peaceful process on that day.
Now, me bacho buying bohun some etisen ye didn't just say Ghana Police Service eba be provided security for elections eba koso ewo Akwatia, and again we are told say national security presence would also be there to monitor some activities of the elections. Can you confirm to us the statement of the national security being a part of this monitoring of the elections ebekoso Akwatia?
You call national election security task force meeting. That MPP nipa mensa no more represent of na be any DOSP or the former police officer no say no MPP or no also not now plus the former interior minister. No, so I say a former Greater Accra Regional Minister. On who no represent NPP. None you are the National Security Task Force were they not properly briefed? Saying night now, no more brief I didn't know here.
Okay, so for the benefit of our
yet now IGP brief and they say obey deploy 5,000 police. No more continue to make sure that everything goes on and give her the deployment plan. And one MPP who say listen. Then IGP directed the director of operations not now say organize the now come home. They should give them and give us copy. Say asano mukairo. But you see, when we talk of National Election Security Task Force and your police and kwao. National security, and your police. Look, immigration or move. Fire service almost your friend almost said prison service almost they are part of it. This military almost they are part of it. National Security Secretary they are part. This is what we call National Election Security Task Force. But the lead among them is the police. The police takes the lead. It is only when they are overwhelmed then they can invite the other agencies to assist them. So when you are talking of National Election Security Task Force, police and kwa.
Okay, so let me take you back to the Ablekuma rerun. Now, I was our election arsenal. Was there a National Security Task Force, and it for that matter, were there soldiers over there?
No, and no Namika, I know say. When you are talking of National Election Security Task Force, this is the body. But normally it's the police who take the lead. It is when the police need the assistance of the other agencies, then they cannot invite them. What do I say? So if the police doesn't need the assistance, they won't invite them. They can handle it. But at the time we met, say police no more can say they have men to take care of the place, and they're even bringing their regional commanders to take care of all the zones. But you see, we are doing an election. But the election doesn't mean that the state should stop functioning. That's one thing people must know. The fact that we are having by-election doesn't mean that the state should not function. There are other agencies who also run their business on that day, just to make sure that you and I are safe. What do you say? If somebody is going to hide behind the elections and I want to cause trouble, won't you blame the state again for not acting?
Okay, so
apart from that place will tell you, Akwatia, wouldn't say Galamsey.
Yeah.
There are military men positioned there, and they are positioning there for a very long time before even the by-election ever. And they are chasing these Galamseyers all over the place. That's why I was surprised at their press conference yesterday. They have nothing to do with the election. Their business is just on the Galamsey thing. Even if we saw them yesterday, they were dirty from the forest area they were coming from. They don't have time for whatever we are doing our election training or whatever. That's not their cup of tea. So do you mean that because of the by-election, is that what you are saying?
So we can say, anya abatuo ninti ena sojafoɔ no ɛwɔ Akwatia hɔ, but they are there because of Galamsey activities. Because wɔ hɔ a wɔn fighting.
I said no, Namika. We came there to meet them over there, and they have been running this Galamsey thing. Is it the first time, or is it because Akwatia they by election? Other side, soldiers no more no there. Why are they not telling them they should leave there?
But is it also true, sir? Rashid Jakpa and then Mrantie national security for Wamoso Wamo Akwatia wana. Is it really true?
Oh, now Jakpa, so director of operations, special operations, that was national security secretary, yes, sir. So
I know.
Director of special operations.
I know.
That was national security secretary.
Sure.
So this one there, how can somebody sit here and define the kind of operation over it, Maya? There's also a special operations no here. So you're in special operation. If they've seen something they want to do operation, you and I can we design it for them? When they are entering you and I cannot talk about it. I think we just have to find out from the national security whether or they can best explain that one to you.
But listening to some NPP national officers, as some more Canada say, some tax be a woman be PM Akwatia hono. Idea woman she say a police in Tadia no munjim ni say a posi for.
And no nami can't say enrano na training. My party agents, any party paying for monitoring my party. Then these people saw it and went and said we're training tax. And look at my timelines. I took pictures and put it on my timelines so that to let them know that there are people who are not telling them the truth. They should come to Akwatia and stop doing press conference in Accra. And then training, you see pink sheets. Tell me pink sheets, no training to understand the processes very well for us, to make it easier for us to beat NPP well on this day. Now go to Accra and say training tax. No more you say police address. This day see the people go to my timeline, you see it there. You see the pictures that the training we're giving them. And we're doing it in churches and then classrooms. If I want to train tax, do I send them to church rooms? Public places like that.
So can you assure and say about Akwatia will be very, very, very peaceful? Can you assure us?
Very peaceful. Very peaceful, papa. Akwatia is very, very peaceful. It's very lovely, as if nothing serious. I don't know. Hyping all these things in Accra. If you come there, the people are surprised because it's very peaceful. You're camping. Everyone you were around Takwasi. When an NPP almost campaign other side. Then NDC were the right hand side of the park. It was so lovely. They are blowing their vehicle with music while our group were blowing their music. We came away all laughing at each other. I don't know people. They will now cry because they want to be party officials campaigning all over on air and TV. They won't come to the ground to look for votes because they are going to lose.
But Dr. Rashid Tanko, from the elections we have observed previously in this country, internal securities. The MPP have said, sir, they would also use their internal security. Ron Richard Ahiagba, Director of Communications, is on record to have said so. And again, I'm asking, sir, mobile use internal security to beef up what the national or the Ghana Police Service would be providing in terms of security to make sure, say, elections, ebeko totia assembly and kobaho.
Yeah, you see internal security behind the election in look. Akwatia lazy charge, Akwatia by election. And they say Akwatia kumewu by election. You see internal security there. Any police in Asia, no must say way, may comply. I want to know you saw that everything went on peacefully. Yes, I seen enough. Everybody is touting it. NDC didn't send any internal security there. They said because we make sure that we train our people to understand the election process in India. So it's now now you say when why do we go to internal security? No more there. You talk on omope. Yes, I MPP no what 2024 election, you say internal security. And you say security in line. Why they were fearing their own shadows? Because of what happened at Chima South 2020. They are fearing their own shadow. They think that somebody is going to do them similarly.
And even in the 2024 elections, we saw what boys affiliated to the NDC did to the New Patriotic Party.
2024 NDC never
vandalizing of the I'm not more power, but boys who were affiliated to your party internal security or your macho men, so to speak, vandalize the police divisional police headquarters over there.
Which police headquarters? Where?
In Techiman. Yes.
Where? What were they doing over there? Well, police from what were they doing? The state security was NDC in charge of the security. I don't know. Sometimes when these people talk, they forget to understand that they were in power for 8 years. Slap. The police managed to arrest them, 8, prosecute them. They got conviction out of it. Compare that one to Ayo West War. I will also work Azugu Max Ninano Bunipa, the Benono. Even to SNMP, Honorable Sam George was slapped over there. Have you gotten any arrest out of it?
SOMPA FM.
Have you gotten any arrest? Have you gotten arrest out of it?
Because I've heard the president say that 1 year this Anyam Rasamno Ewo. Ayawaso West Wagon, they are going to make sure they deal with them. And then the NPP is also raising some concerns that the talency any maybe a year by elections ma NDC addition a brew NPP for government should also consider investigating all those issues. What do you say to it?
Yeah, wait and see. Down on the SOMPA buying 930. Wait and see. Who said police for normal coaching 8 normal prosecutor? They should wait. Now the MPP call for it, and the security, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, is on record to have stated under his watch, nobody will misbehave when it comes to election matter. He will not allow that kind of cycle to continue. And they have exhibited it for the Ablikwanov one. We'll go back and deal with people who were involved. Any Techimas happening now. No, arrest them. They are going to pick them. And when they start dealing with them, nobody should start talking. Because we want to end that cycle.
All right, so it will not go to Shirekwone, it will not go to Talensi. The perpetrators over there will not be dealt with. Is that what you want to say?
That if the thing that they are talking about, NPP, Allow this dastardly act to happen under their watch and got away with it. I didn't know say NCB that. It won't happen under our watch. We won't allow that thing to happen. That is why they quickly arrested the people who did it at Blekumanov. But interestingly enough, how Akumsin is walking free. We are also calling on the police to prosecute her because she was found with dangerous weapon. That led to her beating. And she should be prosecuted for that.
Oh.
It takes two to tango.
Dr. Rashid Tanko, now let me ask you, final question. More candidates, lawyer, how is he faring? Would you say over the MPP's candidate?
Oh, Lawyer Bediako is going to win massively. Akwatia town, you get to know that the man is last. Also a liar. He has helped a lot of the young people. No, so he used to be the youth employment coordinator constituency one. So he has helped a lot of the young people over there. And he's been doing pro bono for the people in terms of legal issues. So
apart from say Adisha ewo Akwatia ho enim lawyer Bediako one kasano campaign message ben pa ana mo de nam Akwatia ho ni sentino one year wo ho behwa so ato abama no
research agenda no ekoso research agenda who say the people are living testimonies. We went to one of the busy markets just to do some sampling. What they were telling the women they've seen changes in their life. Prices at the phone. Never prices to be at the phone. The way they used to buy. Money grow can't I say or control move back. Before NDC came, 9,000 cities. Or 600 maybe. So these are living testimonies. Campaign changing your life. We are researching the country for you. And they are seeing it. We are not the type. By election now, then you go and move huge machines. Even rainy season, you are pulling machines all over the place. They know that this is not a deceptive government. I wish MPP, you are going to play their records as enough. And you saw what they did over there. And Kumawu, up to now, the Kumawu rules are still there. They have not finished them. Kumawu here. This was a deceptive government that was in there, deceiving everybody. We are not that type. Come to Akwatia, these are truthful people. Yeah, they are truthful. They can't pay and
development be a course say NDC for a year.
Why should we go and lie to them? We won't lie to them. You want us to lie? We'll tell them the truth. They are just in government for 7 months, 8 months. Then within the shortest possible, you want us to bring bulldozers, moving machines, to deceive them for what? We'll tell them the truth. And the chiefs were telling us the truth that look, you guys are doing fantastic. We are there, Papa. We are there. We have seen what you are going to do and all that. These are the things we are telling them. Almost say we don't move any machine over there. We don't move any machine in Blekumanov. Yeah. We told them the truth. And they got it. And voted massively for us. Say, I'm voting my Tuesday. That's why the MPP, they are not even coming. They are doing
okay. Somebody would ask, since when did NDC start learning these lessons of not deceiving people with moving machines, going over to their constituencies to do some constructions and some works over there, just to tell the people, say...
we have been in opposition for 8 years, and yes, sir.
Yeah.
We've been in opposition for 8 years, so we haven't learned any lesson in our opposition. Because we've learned our lesson, that's why we won the 2024 election. And yes, sir. Why do you want us to continue to behave the way we used to behave? Yes, sir. Research agenda. We are now on the research.
All right.
And we are researching every facet of our life. And Ghanaians.
Yeah.
So that we make sure that all of you will enjoy. That is what we are trying to do.
Rashid Computer Tanko, Deputy Director of Elections, NDC. We're grateful for your time this afternoon. But Debbie, I catch you say, oh Rashid, why would you feature here? Oh, mama, you're one of
Remember victory now,
what is victory? Yeah, that's it. We are grateful for your time for speaking to us right here. All right.